Hi, I'm Jodi Hack, current state representative for House District 19, which includes parts of South Salem, Almsville, and Turner. Thank you for taking the time to watch today and for being an informed and engaged voter. Thank you, CCTV, for providing this service. This is a very important election, and I'm excited to be running again. The past 2 years have been a long and extremely eye-opening journey for me in my freshman term as your state representative. During the 2015 and 2016 legislative session, one of my main goals was to celebrate and encourage citizen participation. I worked with the Salem Chamber of Commerce to bring businesses and individuals to testify in committees, and I was always impressed with the amount of people in my district who were passionate and engaged in the legislative process and helped make my first term a success. I can honestly tell you that input from you, my constituents, have and will continue to drive how I vote on legislation. There was a bill in the last session that I personally would have voted differently on, but because I heard from you, my vote changed. So please continue to reach out to me through email and phone calls. You truly are helping to create a better Oregon for all of us. Let's talk about some of the important issues facing our state. Education. I've said it before and I will continue to say it. A better Oregon starts with educated children. The legislature invested $7.3 billion in K-12 education, a 10.9% increase from the previous biennium, although I would have liked to have seen more. We expanded Oregon's open enrollment program, which provides parents with the choice of enrolling their children in a school that can support their unique needs and allow them to excel. We established the Student Assessment Bill of Rights, giving parents the right to opt their children out of excessive testing. We established a school safety hotline that will provide students and staff and community members a way to confidentially report potential threats to proper authorities. I chief-sponsored legislation that would provide $5 million to develop and implement a better statewide education plan for students who are African American. Looking ahead at the needs of our educational system, we have more work to do. We must stay the course on early learning, career and technical education, and college and career readiness. I am also greatly concerned about the lack of counselors in schools and plan to introduce legislation making that a priority. Promoting jobs and family wages will always be a priority to me. Small business is the backbone of our economy, making up 80% of all jobs. As a member of the Special Committee on Business Growth, we have heard from businesses across the state from all industries. The most resounding issue we have heard from all sectors of business is the need for a quality workforce. We also heard that regulations need to be streamlined and strategic business incentives and job training is key. Agriculture and natural resources in Oregon are vital to our economic stability. Agricultural products are among the top exported products in Oregon. We must continue to seek ways to promote growth in agriculture and environmental sustainability across the state to ensure economic vitality for Oregonians. I plan to introduce bipartisan legislation increasing opportunity in our sustainable industries through research and development, expansion, incentives, and opportunities for the agricultural and natural resources industries to expand and grow. Public safety is always a priority. Legislature was passed that specifically deals with the use of modern technology to invade privacy, such as upskirting, video voyeurism, posting intimate photos, etc. Specific to children, we provide funding for community-based children abuse intervention centers and created new processes to protect children in Oregon's foster care system. As it relates to the environment, we are going to harness an untapped renewable energy source, wave energy, by constructing a facility to transmit the energy from the ocean to land. I also chief-sponsored a bill to create a drought task force. Locally, I am working closely with constituents in Salem, Almsville, and Turner on long-term plans for flood mitigation, and am dedicated to staying the course, making sure that work is completed. For our veterans, we secured a stable source of funding for veterans benefits by dedicating 1.5% of lottery revenues. Measure 96 will be on the ballot this November. I would encourage you to vote yes. Transparency in government is imperative if we are ever going to regain trust. I do plan to reintroduce my impeachment legislation. Oregon should not be the only state without the ability to impeach the executive branch. I believe in a limited, effectual government that is accountable to you, the taxpayers. I want to expand opportunity for all Oregonians by promoting economic expansion, improving education for all students, increasing governmental transparency, keeping safety, seniors, and veterans a priority, and securing the resources and infrastructure needed to ensure private sector growth. I am a consensus builder, and I encourage my colleagues to work together across partisan divides to provide thoughtful, common-sense solutions to serious challenges facing our state. I am not afraid to tackle tough challenges, and I truly believe failure is not an option. Thank you again for taking the time to listen today, and I hope I have your support for re-election in November.